Hey guys, welcome back to Skies of Arcadia Legends. Last episode, we finally got our shot at Ragnum, but we may have very well lost Drachma in the process. In this episode, we're going to see what the aftermath of that incident is. I'm alive. It looks like I've been separated from Aka and Fina. I hope they're okay. Where am I? Yeah, I ain't making the joke this time. Aka, Fina, and Drachma have left the party. Alright, so we seem to have been marooned on a deserted island. Let's explore around and see if we can find something of substance. Let's see here. Well, I'm definitely on an island, and an uninhabited one at that. Looks like a storm is coming in. I should find some shelter. I'm going to address that in a moment, but I actually don't want to progress the story. Alright, there are two treasure chests. They are limited time access only and are thus missable. We have received a moonberry. I want to hold off on using that for no reason, admittedly. I do have a good reason. And there's this one right here. There's 1827 gold. These are the only two treasure chests on this island, so you don't have to worry about that. But make sure you get these before you progress the story, or at least before you leave this island. Well, I guess I'm not the first guy to get shipwrecked on this island. From the look of his clothes, he was probably a sailor too. Looks like he's been dead for a long time. There's something embroidered on his collar. Gonzalez. I guess that was his name. Damn, looks like Grubba was successful. Okay, no, I'm not going to be too disrespectful. That was bad, I'm sorry. There's something in his pocket. It's a map. It's a little old. Maybe it's a map of this island. There aren't any of the same landmarks. Maybe it's probably a map of a different island. It may come in handy someday. I'll just hold on to this map for a while. Well, I'll give you a proper burial, so you'll finally be able to rest in peace. There. Well, I guess I should go find some high ground so I can check out the rest of the island. Kind of already did that, but received Gonzalez's map. Alright, for the time being, and this is why I skipped past that, it would have forced this cutscene, bleh. I guess my friend Gonzalez had the same idea. Looks like he was living here for quite a while, too. Well, it doesn't look like I have much of a choice, so I might as well set up camp in here and get some rest. Aka, Fina, wherever you are, I hope you guys are safe. So for those of you who saw that, where I missed that cutscene in the beginning of the game involving Aka freshening up, this is what you would have seen. I mean, it's kind of a funny cutscene, but it's nothing majorly special. How did we end up in this place? And where exactly are we? So she does look a lot better with her hair down. This place does seem peculiar. I don't see Vice or Captain Drachma anywhere. I hope they're okay. I don't think that between Rackham and now, Drachma upgraded to a very pink ship. Oh my gosh, I just noticed that in the corner. Those who play the game know what I'm talking about. They're probably fine. They're both too stubborn to die that easily. I wonder who saved us. Oh, you're awake! There's no need to get up just yet. Let's see, what can I get you? How about a nice hot bowl of soup? Sure, that would be great. Oh, my name's Aka. And I'm Fina. Thank you so much for saving us. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Aka and Fina, you both have such pretty names. You two are lucky that I found your lifeboat. You were both unconscious. What exactly happened? I love exciting stories. Aw, don't worry about it. If you don't want to tell me, I won't force you to. But by the looks of you, I'd say that you two are air pirates. Haha, looks like I guessed right. You don't have anything to worry about, my dear. Because I'm an air pirate too. What? Really? Yes, I am Clara of the Blue Rogues. Pleased to meet you. Ah, I see. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Vice is probably fine. You girls like him, right? You have to have faith in your man. Yeah. Even Fina's having her doubts. Captain Clara! Captain, we'll be reaching Nasrad in a few moments. Okay, prepare for landing. We'll be landing in Nasrad's capital, Nasrad, very soon. Nasrad is a very large city. Who knows? Maybe you could find out where Vice is while we're there. And I'm going to go ahead and let you know, everyone loves Horteka. This is my favorite area we're coming up on. Far and away. It's about time for me to set sail. It was very nice meeting the two of you. I'm sorry we couldn't spend more time together. Here, take this. It's only 5,000 gold, but it should help. Wow, really? Thanks for everything you've done for us. First you save our lives, then you give us gold. Don't give it a second thought. After all, I too am a blue rogue. Where are you going now, Clara? Me? Well, I'm going after the man I love. He's an air pirate too. He's a little on the wild side, but he's strong, smart, and so yummy. I follow him wherever he goes. I know that someday he'll come around and fall in love with me too. Isn't that romantic? Sure. Well, I'd better get going. I hope we see each other again. Good luck. I think your parents named you wrong. You strike me more in Amy. Not subtle joke is not subtle. That was the nicest stalker I've ever met, but it at least explains why her entire ship looks like a honeymoon suite. Honeymoon? I kinda figured you wouldn't know what that was. Don't worry about it. Let's go see if we can find a place to sleep tonight. I've never noticed that, but... Wow, what a big bonfire. They must keep it burning all the time to guide ships into the harbor. This is one of the few times I'm going to go out of my way to analyze everything possible. This place is just... it is teeming with so much character and personality. And I mean, I've praised the attention to detail this far, but like this blows everything else before it, and frankly, probably everything after out of the water. So we're just gonna sit in this for a while, so forgive me. And plus, we get the rare occasion of, and this is one of the only times in the game you can do so, you are playable as Eika herself. Wow, that's a lot of lumber. I wonder if it's from Ixataka. I had to logistically think about this, but this will actually explain itself in a minute. Does this have vegetables inside? There's a cute picture on the box. I guess it's being exported. I just want to say these sailors are strong as heck. Alright. It's a box full of candy. I used to love it when the captain would bring candy back to Pirate Isle after a raid. And I think this just says the same thing as she did with the other box of vegetables. I don't know if she makes... Alright. We are Nasrad Artillery Guard. Leave the defense of Nasrad up to us. The cannons are up top. Any enemy ship that gets too close to the city, we blast out of the sky. We are the Nasrad Artillery Guard, under the leadership of Captain Kazim. We are defending the safety of Nasrad. Kazim is Nasrad's best gunner. He is manning the wall above us. Well, let's go check out this Kazim. Okay, full disclosure. My wife is a massage therapist by trade. And I know she cannot tolerate the sight of Eika too much, but I have a feeling that something about that climbing technique looks like she might have back issues. Let's observe what this is. It says red moonstones. I wonder if the whole thing's filled with moonstones. What a big cannon! This could blow a small ship right out of the sky. It is so boring! When is Valua going to attack us again? I am Nasr's top gunner, Kazim. If any enemy ships try to enter port, I blow them away with this cannon of mine. But no enemies have attacked us in such a long time. I have nothing to do and it is killing me. Ever since I was assigned here, I have not had the chance to fire these cannons. I hope the chance comes soon. This guy's this is another one of those important to remember individuals. It's full of cannonballs, but they're covered with dust. I guess they don't use them too often. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you endure this with Vice 2. Well, I might, because he does have some unique dialogue, but I'm not going to... I'm going to kind of keep it to the necessities. It's a Nasr civilian ship. This ship is so cute. I bet Vice would think the design of Nasr ships is too gaudy. And there's the other one that she's just, that's a boat. Dabu Shipping. Oh yeah, I heard it was a convoy that specialized in shipping things. Mohaka beans. Man, I love this smell. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like coffee, which also would suggest Ixataka as well. Wow, that's the biggest kale I've ever seen. You'd probably breathe fire if you ate one of these. That's a huge cart. I guess they pile it high with stuff and carry it. Is that some kind of fruit? There sure are lots of rare things in Nasr. Hey, it's a bitter melon. Vice hates these. He used to get yelled at by his mom for flicking them off his plate when we were kids. It's a big barrel. I wonder what's inside. Okay, I won't read these anymore, but I mean seriously. I mean, talking dialogue fair. And I'll only look for important stuff, but I mean, Lord, this is just... So Captain Dragman used to do a lot of salted fish. Which is like, I'm not seeing it. I mean, it looks... emphasis on the salt, if that's the case. I think you can kind of see outlines that vaguely resemble... It's just water, so this is a little different from that one. Nasrad via Sailor's Island and Valua. Okay, so you're going to get the hint that the next one... I analyzed this one? Not this one. Maybe it was that one. Well, and kind of you gave it away where even though they're not in the friendliest of terms, they are still trading with each other. And my suspicion is that Valua acquired the lumber from Ixataka and then traded it with Nasrad. And that's my speculation anyways. So if that's the case, Valua's been there long enough, you know, for this to be a thing, and you'll discover proof of that further later on. But I mean, yeah, Vice talking to a Valuan merchant in Ixataka, telling them he's discovered Ixataka, is, well, it's layers of stupid, to say the least. Alright. I ain't gonna analyze everything, I ain't gonna make you endure too much, but I mean, Lord, just, if you ever get the chance, just take your time, enjoy this place, soak it all in. This place is on a whole other level. Oh, but while I'm thinking about it, while I'm here... Now, you aren't able to buy anything as of yet, but there are two things you want to do here. First off, go into the weapons shop, specifically as Aka. Talk to this gentleman, and I don't know if you remember, but this was the gentleman we helped get here past Baltor earlier on in the game. Oh, young lady, you are the girl that... It has been many moons. It is I. You and your friend escorted me back to the Nasrad border a little while back. Speaking of which, where is your friend? You know, the one with the eye patch. Are you not traveling with him anymore? God, it's like slowly devolving into like a dollar store Hispanic accent rather than Arabic. Okay, I think I'm gonna ditch that just because I'm not doing it well. Oh, you mean Vice? Well, it's been a long story, but we were separated. Oh, I understand. Perhaps you had a, difference of opinion. Well, no, actually, that's not it. You do not have to pretend. It is said that the closer you are to one, the more they make you angry. That's where you have to realize they'll make you angry and still keep loving them afterwards. Marriage advice, by the way. You ditch one because you get unhappy with the other person. What you're going to figure out is the next one you're unhappy still. So, to anyone who's single out there, and anyone who's married, well, here, take this. I want it. I want you to have it. Consider it a token of my gratitude. And we get another Aberrant Cham. I thought a moonstone shard as beautiful as this would be fitting for ladies such as yourselves. He's expecting us to make jewelry out of it. So let's feed it to... We're in a weapon shop. He expects us to make jewelry out of it. Let's feed it to Fina's weapon right in front of his face. I'll probably look through the dialogue with Vice, the areas I didn't really explore too much as Aka. Alright, you want to go up these stairs, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you. There is a limited time treasure chest here. You might as well get it while you're playing as Aka. Just go ahead and knock that out. Don't even wait on that. All these are bizarre. This is the bizarre, and they actually sell stuff. And I love this, right? Like, look at all this detail. I mean, crap, like, my comparison to Upper City Valua wasn't trying. I mean, you can even analyze the rugs, and she'll say, like, oh yeah, these are cheap second-hand rugs, like... And this is one of the 2 treasure chests of Nasrad. You can only obtain it pretty much during this part of the story. The other one, it will be obtainable later. And if I'm not mistaken, the Sylph Seed's actually better to wait till we get Vice back in tow. Apologies once again, my sinuses are, as usual, not wanting to comply with my existence, so I have to, like, go through a lot of effort just to breathe. Alright, so we double back here, and I actually never could figure out 100% if this is story mandated. Let's go. We want to go back up this ramp to where the weapons merchant is. Go on the rooftop here. And I ain't gonna need to observe this place with bias. Let's go in this building and just you know what? We'll take this building back out. Alright, go in here. And this is, talk to this gentleman and you can figure out what it is. Welcome to Osmond Financial. The owner, Osmond, is in the back room. Salutations. I am the owner of this business. People call me Osmond. I am what you call a financer, which is to say, a moneylender. If you were in need of gold, I can help you. Will you really? Our ship was destroyed in a shipwreck, so we need to buy a new one. Could you lend us enough money to buy a new ship? We'll promise we'll pay it back. A shipwreck? My goodness! That must have been terrifying. But you will have to excuse my asking. What will you offer as collateral? Leveraged buyout. No, horrible idea. A lot of business bankruptcies have been caused by that. Collateral? We only barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. We've got nothing to our names. Although this would effectively be a vehicular loan, so if anything, yes, just like a car loan, the thing you are acquiring is itself would be the collateral, so I don't know why Osmond's having a problem with this. Shop manager, please show these customers to the door. What's this about all of a sudden? I said we'd pay you back. We may not have any collateral, but you can trust us. I am not running a charity. I will do business with anyone if it will even make me a single piece of gold. But I'll turn even an Sultan away if it looks like I could take a loss. After all, money is my very life. Oh, precious, precious money. Be on your way, be on your way! That person's gonna be important later on. Remember her. Yep, typical loan shark. Not a shred of compassion. Or even the common sense, like I said, the vehicle itself would have been collateral. So you've got kind of like a little viewing platform, that's cool. They'll make a comment on the it's modern art. That's cute. It's like a little model of the Royal Palace. So I think this is supposed to be like an art museum or something. It's cool. Actually, let me go back out here. Because I actually have a specials menu. Prints on a Dabu salad. What's funny is it looks more like an upscale tavern. Well, I don't know. You've got a proper, like, almost like a reservation room here. I mean, this is, like, wonderful. This is kind of funny. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Fireballs are pretty decent if that's... Well, no. I don't think kale is based off of cinnamon. Maybe someone who knows their thing about spices could tell me what it's likely based off of. Oh, this is an interesting one. I heard the Empress of Alua was once a beautiful woman, but that Empress is nothing but a power-hungry old hag right now. Even the prince ran away from her. I'm going to assume by the prince they mean her husband, since Enrique, as far as I know, is still very much in her company. This is your Sailor's Guild. Like, they got a little seating area. Yeah, he'll direct you to Osmond. Which ends up being kind of a bust. Alright, now that we've done the exploration, the thing you would need to do to move the story forward is go into this hotel right here. As I bite my tongue, literally. Welcome! This inn is 240 gold a night. Would you like a room? I don't understand it. Like, they're talking like they have no money, but we literally just saw it say they were lended 5,000 gold. I guess they prevent you from doing that so you don't blow it on something stupid while you're here. Looks like we're going to be stuck in Nasrad for a little while. What are we going to do tomorrow? Well, I was thinking about looking for a place to work. We have to save up some gold. Let's put aside the money that we got from Clara. If we save some more, we can buy a small ship and go looking for Vice. What do you think, Fina? Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Well, tonight let's just get some rest and hope for the best. She's a poet and didn't even know it. But I wonder where Vice is, though. Vice, I wonder if you're looking at the same moon right now. Now, I am going to question some logistics of this. Now, if Clara wasn't too far off from the island Vice got stranded on, that's fair. But the problem is, beyond that, well... Hey, Fina, are you looking at the same moon right now? I hope... and so I spent my first night alone on the desert island. I woke up to some fresh, clean air and a warm sun. I'd be a little concerned if the sun was cold. I get what he means, but that felt great. I'm really hungry right now. If Gonzalez survived long enough to settle in that cave, there's got to be food on this island. It's time to go hunting. Alright, so I'll go ahead and tell you, this is pretty much just running around until you hit random encounters. I'll probably let you see one or two of these, but then I'm just going to speed this whole portion along. Alright, these are gray pores, and they are particularly unique to this island. They, as far as I know, I don't know if they cast spells, but they do just have basically a standard attack.
That was easy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good, Alright. And now I'm just gonna pretty much... You basically just keep up with these fights until... I don't know. There's a dialogue thing. There's a little cave off to the side. There's nothing of substance in it, so not really a whole lot of point of exploring. I might actually, let's see here. Should be getting close. I know it's a certain amount of gray pore meat that you need. And that's what it kind of... Yep, that would do it. Oh man, I ate so much. These things actually taste pretty good. I should have enough food to last me for a while. I wonder if this island is near any of the trade routes. A ship has got to pass by here sooner or later. I should prepare some sort of signal fire in case I see any ships. I spent my second day gathering food. Lucky for me, the island was inhabited by animals. I started my third day with a big breakfast. Now it was time to get to work. I went to the highest point of the island that I could reach and cleared away an area for signal fire. If a ship passes by, all I need to do is light it and they'll probably see it. I've been stranded on this island for 3 days. That night I had a dream about Aka, Fina, and even Drachma. They were all belly dancing. No, just kidding. On the 4th day. This place isn't so bad. Let's see. I need to gather some firewood. They're dry, and they're just about the right size. I should look for more sticks like these. Alright, don't think there's about like 6 or 7 of them. I could be wrong on the number, but... Right, so right off the bat, what you want to do is kind of look near the... Kind of see a pair here. Another one. 2 more. There might be one over here. I'm not certain on that. Nope. No. Hold on. Don't want to go gun jumping yet. There's about 5. Well, I have enough firewood to last me a while. It looks like it's going to rain soon. I should call it quits for today. Well, it was my 4th day on this island, and I'm really starting to miss sailing. Suppose I just have to think of this as some sort of vacation and deal with it. On the 5th day... Well, it's been raining all day. I guess I won't get much done. I'll just rest for now. I don't want to sit around all day, hoping for a ship to pass by. I wonder if I can fix the lifeboat from the little Jack. It rained all day. I spent most of the day resting in the cave. This is my 5th night on this island. First thing tomorrow, I'll try to fix this lifeboat. Another good night's rest. It actually does feel good to take a break from fighting monsters. Well, I better get started on fixing the boat. Since this island has been deserted for a while, there should be some moonstones lying around. The rain probably unearthed a bunch of them. Here's one, but I'll need more than one to fly to the next island. Time to look for some more. Once again, I do think it's about like maybe 5 or 6 of them you need to find. Might be a little more than last time, but it's not much. Alright. There should actually be one, yep, near Gonzalez's makeshift grave. Oh, or at least 2 or 3 of them are, but a few do get a bit tricky. And he pointed out it's a red moonstone. He's probably somewhere near Nasrad, because the red moon hanging over his head wasn't a big giveaway. One more, so yep, I figured. Ah, there it is. Last one. Man, I'm so lucky that there were plenty of moonstones on this island. These moonstones haven't been processed yet. They may not give off much power, but it should be enough to power this little lifeboat. Looks like I'll finally make it off this island. I started working on the boat. This island is full of trees, so I wouldn't have to worry about running out of materials. Eating the food I saved up, I spent the next few days hard at work on the boat. 1 week passed. These guys have pretty good repair skills. You know, this could have been a perfectly good alternate game cover. Just saying, this looks like a... Not saying this had to be it, but that was not a bad shot. Alright, that should just about do it. I'm finally going to be able to get off this island tomorrow. What? Yeah, I know that kind of luck. A ship! Why couldn't it have come a little earlier? I wouldn't have spent all that time working on the boat. Yes, they saw me! Well, it looks like I'm finally getting off this rock. Thank goodness for low-res PNGs, because if not, this game's rating would have had to go up. Captain Gilder! Not again, Lola. Let me sleep a little longer. Captain! Captain, you need to wake up. No. We just picked up a boy stranded on a desert island. Says he's been there for 2 weeks. Judging by the way he's dressed, he's probably an air pirate. He looks like he's about 17. He's pretty much still a baby. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! He's a lucky kid. He was only stranded for 2 weeks. But if it was me and I was stuck in an island without any women for 2 whole weeks, I'm not sure I would have made it. Oh, skipped the line. And you're dressed like an air pirate. What's your name, kid? I'm Vice. Thank you for saving me. Are you the captain of this ship? Yes, I am. Just call me Gilder. This ship's name is Claudia, and this beast on my shoulder is Willie. Come to the bridge. I want to hear about your adventures. You've defeated 3 of the Armada's admirals and escaped from the Grand Fortress! I like you, Vice. I wouldn't expect anything less from an air pirate. Personally, I'm constantly searching for adventure. Treasure, brawls, and women. There are tons of things in this world that make me happy. So this guy's Jiraiya in his prime. Women are like sunsets. They're beautiful, but there will be a different one tomorrow. That's my motto. I'm a married man here, people. And I wholeheartedly agree with what I just said. That's messed up. How can you be a captain with an attitude like that? You only need one. The one you chose. You're right, but strangely enough, here I am, commanding my own ship. For those worried, no, this doesn't impact your swashbuckler rating. What about yourself? Here you are battling Valua and chasing Rachnum all over the world. You're not the type to settle down either. So, you've been away from your ship for 2 weeks, right? I bet you really miss sailing. Go ahead, take the wheel. What, really? You'd let me? I don't care. Anyone who's accomplished what you have knows his way around a ship. The Claudia's a little on the sensitive side, but you'll get the hang of her in no time. I'm heading to Nasrad. It's the capital of Nasr, due south from here. If you get lost, just look at the map and get your bearings. Alright, let's go. Gilder, that's not a bad party member for this point of the game. It's actually why I held on to my moonberries and on that subject. Alright. Oh. Let's go ahead. Give him something. We need at least 2 of his special moves. Let's see here. I want to actually go around Crescent Isle. There is a particularly hard... There are several discoveries you could access at this moment. I think about 3 or 4 to be precise. One of them is a little tricky to get. Okay, so there's the first one. It's kind of on this island that's this peninsula near the Valuan area that juts out towards that chain of islands, that archipelago, I believe it's called. You have found the Skull Rock. I never believed that old story about the skull pointing the way to hidden treasure, but one night we was passing by it, and moonlight from the full moon reflected off the Skull Rock and lit up an island in the distance, an anonymous sailor. So, for those curious, yes, that actually does point kind of roughly to where you need to be in the story. Alright. Now I'm looking for something that's going to be a headache and I have to find. It can be found. Oh my god, that is some good luck. This is a rather hard to find moving discovery. You have found the balloon seed. There was a time when balloon flowers could be seen throughout the lands, but now they only exist in history books. But where there are seeds, there must be flowers. Perhaps the history books are not quite so accurate. I feel like the word choice on that was wrong. I'm not certain, but... Alright. These are baracas, similar to the moracas from earlier. They do get they get something called the, I figured. Don't have quite enough,
Get me straight.
I'll show you guys Gunslinger. Similar to Alpha Storm, this has a bit of a area of effect line of sight type hitbox, so it can hit multiple enemies. In fact, that is most of Gilder's special move. That is 2 of Gilder's 3 special moves, is multiple target attacks. So he's actually a little bit like a stronger version of Aka.
That was easy.
And whereas Drachma was really hurting on the magic end of things, Gilder's, at least as far as the guys go, not a terrible spellcaster either. I'm not sitting there and saying he's superior to Aka by any means. Aka is way more general utility, but he's actually a solid partner, and admittedly, I'm going to be using him to fight a considerable majority of the bounty bosses. Okay. I'm trying to prevent myself from moving the story forward.
Moons, give me strength.
Ah, darn it. Oh well, I tried. There are two other discoveries that will be acquired later on. Captain, there's a suspicious looking ship heading straight for us. It's coming in fast, and it's pink. What? I wonder who... Oh no. There you are, my love. You can't play hard to get forever. My heart belongs to you. Yep, it's clear, all right. In some ways, she's even more frightening than the Armada. Okay, here's the plan. Vice, you and I are going to take a lifeboat to Nasrad, and my crew will sail my ship in the opposite direction as a decoy. What do you say? Sounds like a plan? Okay, but you're the captain. Is it alright for you to leave your ship? Don't worry about it. Titles mean nothing to me. And I told you earlier, didn't I? I'm always searching for adventure. He just wants to be a womanizer rather than settle down. I don't hate Gilder, but I'm not 100% a fan. Like I said, solid party member. Not a great person. Alright everyone, time for Operation Clara. You know the routine, catch up with us later. Aye aye. Works every time. Alright, Vice, let's head south. Let's see what kind of fun Nasrad has to offer. I have some personal stuff to take care of first. You go on to the inn and rest up. I'll catch up with you a little later. I don't mind traveling separately, but what is it you need to do exactly? I need to stop by the tavern for a bit. There's a few women there that will be happy to see me. Don't wait up.
See ya.
Alright. So the main thing is we can actually speed things along a hair, but before we do that, I want to go ahead and go to the Sailors Guild here. Alright, so we go up here and we've got quite the number of discoveries. So, welcome to the Sailors Guild. We pay very well for information on discoveries. Here you defeated one of the bounties. Well, you've read this before. Two people to remember is Loose Cannon Lapin and the Ixanes Demons. Every major port city has an office branch of the Sailors Guild. Make sure to stop on by. Alright. Now, you won't be able to buy ship parts for now, but you can buy a few things, including weapons. I'll say this, the items at the bazaar really aren't worth it. I mean, it is cool, it has a lot of charm and personality, but you won't miss anything if you don't get anything there. That said, a couple things that are helpful here. It's kind of funny, if you talk to him again, he'll be like, yo, why'd you break up with your girlfriend? You need to make up with her. It's kind of funny. Alright, so we're gonna get the, and I actually don't need that. Alright, and we can explore around the town. The main thing is, you only really need to make a beeline for the inn. Might as well, It's a beautiful location. I think I got myself stuck here for a minute at one point because I burned through all my cash. I can't quite remember. Another story of how I was the worst player at this game when I first played it. It's payday! Working as a waitress was actually more fun than I thought. I never worked for gold before. It's rather exciting, actually. And in case the working as a waitress thing didn't give it away, we want to go for the restaurant over here. Another good reason to go thoroughly exploring the place. Oh, and look who it is. It is you. Here you are. This is your pay. You earned it. You both worked very hard, so I've decided to help you out with a little extra bonus. Thank you for everything. Your wages. Sack raised crystals and a jam. With this, we finally have the 10,000 gold we need to buy a ship. Well, well, I didn't know you had such pretty girls working here. Gilder, you scoundrel. Keep your hands off the help, okay? They just stopped working here, right? You don't need to get so protective. Some things never change. Gilder, you were never one to resist a pretty face. Aka, Fina, be careful out there. You better take care of yourself. I love it. The secret parenthetical watch out for weirdos like this one. Thanks for everything. Alright, Fina, let's go back to the inn and pay off our bill. Yep. This answers my question as to why I can't access the money in Clara's purse. No, that don't look good. Sir, what's wrong? Do you need help? Starving, thirsty, need water, need food. Alright, just hang on. I'll bring you inside and we'll take care of you. Thank you for your kindness. My name is Pedro. I'm not sure how I can repay you. That's quite alright. You don't need to give it another thought. Helping people in distress is what we Blue Rogues live for. Oh, you're an air pirate. can't do much to repay you, but please accept this. What's this? It looks like an old map. I used to be a sailor. I traveled with my friend, Gonzalez. Interesting. One day we were lucky enough to find this Dacket's map. Dacket's map? About 5 generations ago, long before my time, there was a great air pirate named Dacket that terrorized the world. And this map supposedly shows where Captain Dacket hid all of its treasures, Dacket's Island. But half of the map is missing. Well, Gonzalez and I promised each other to look for it together someday. We tore the map in half and we each carried a piece with us. Right after we found the map, we were attacked by black pirates. We had to abandon ship. I don't know what happened to Gonzalez, but I ended up here in Nasrad. If only Pedro knew. I've been waiting for him in this town for a very long time. I don't think I'll ever see him again. That's very sad. Now I am too old to be going off looking for buried treasure. I'm sure that Gonzalez would have been happy if you found the treasure. You received Pedro's map. Thank you for saving me. Good luck finding that treasure. Vina, what do you think? Do you think this map is worth anything? He didn't appear to be the kind of person that would lie. Yeah, that story did seem a little far-fetched, but it might be worth checking out. Hey, do you want to go searching for the treasure? Sure, I would like that very much. It sounds interesting. Sounds like a plan. Let's pay the innkeeper and get going.
Hey,
Why, hello there. Do you want to grab a bite to eat? I have a friend that could come along too. We'd love to, but we're about to go on a trip. Maybe some other time. I see. Well, that's too bad. Safe travels. Thank you. Maybe we'll run into you later. Hey, we just got into town and you got your face buried in that map. Have a little fun, will you? That always hurts to watch. Hey, where'd you get that map? I found it on that deserted island I was on. That's the map to the hidden treasure of the legendary air pirate Dacket. It is said that he traveled the world and has seen all 6 moons with his own eyes. And it's also said that the treasures that he accumulated on his adventures are hidden somewhere on a small island. And this is a map of that island. I see, you certainly know how to pick your maps. But how do we know it's real? Look, it's Dacket's seal. It isn't easy to duplicate that seal. It's no fake, Vice. This is a real treasure map. We can't just sit here. We have to leave right away. But Gilder, didn't you say something about meeting women and having some fun? Which do you think is more important? Women or Dacket's treasure? Besides, with Dacket's treasure, we'll be able to get more women. Not the kind that are worth having, but sure, you just roll with that. Come on, Vice, let's go. He really needs to settle down with Clara and actually get his crap together. Alright, but before we do that... Oh, I almost forgot. Before we head off looking for Dacket's Island, I should warn the king about Valua's plans. And that's not a bad idea. Let's see here. This is the royal palace of the Sultan. If you do not have any official business, then you are not welcome here. The Sultan? The rulers of Nasr always take on the title of the Sultan, and this is the royal palace. I see, so we should tell this Sultan guy about Valua's plans to attack. Please, we must speak to the Sultan right away. Let us through. What? You wish to speak to the Sultan? Do you think we allow commoners into the royal palace? I have important information regarding the Valuan Armada. Please let us pass. Important information about the Valuans. Valua is our greatest enemy. If you have information about them, then perhaps we can let you speak to the Sultan. Very well, I will grant you permission to enter the royal palace. Now, if you will follow me. Not too shabby, kid. Who'd have thought two ruffians like us would be able to meet the Sultan? Well, I just figured that if they knew that we were doing them a favor, they'd let us in. So you're the air pirate who escaped from the Grand Fortress, eh? I am the Sultan of the Nasr Kingdom. What is it that you want from me? Valua is planning an attack on Nasrad. They are already organizing their forces. You should warn your people and assemble your fleet right away. You came all the way to tell me this? Do not fear. Our navy is powerful enough to crush the Valuan Armada. But, Your Majesty, you shouldn't underestimate them. You need to assemble your fleet or many innocent lives may be lost. You seem very concerned about Nasr for an air pirate. Nasrad is shielded by mountains in the south and Skies to the east. It is impossible for them to invade. If they were to try to invade us, it would have to be from the north, and that is where our fleet is located. The South Dennel Strait is properly guarded, and the Maelstrom blocks off the North Dennel Strait. In other words, it would be impossible for anyone to invade us. But do not worry. Nasr is protected by the Red Moon. Valua cannot touch us. And besides, if someone as young as you can get past the Armada, perhaps they are losing their edge. Imagine that! The once mighty Valuan Armada fooled by a boy! It's no use, Vice. I don't think you'll listen to anything we have to say. Let's stop wasting time and get to looking for Dakot's Island. I don't know, he seems way too overconfident, but I hope for his sake that he's right. Come on, let's go. Alright, it's a little small, but we bought a ship. Yes, but the gold that we got from Clara and working is all gone now. Don't worry about it, Fina. All we need to do is find Dakot's treasure and we'll be fine. Let me see, did the map say where the island was located? The dead will always watch over my treasure. It is located... Well, where is it? Oh no, it's torn off. I can't see what it says. Looks like the only way we'll be able to find the island is by this clue. I think the skull on the map has something to do with it. Well, it's not going to do us any good by just sitting around and doing nothing. We might as well start searching. Yes. Alright. Well, we'll definitely get into that next cut. So, I think this is a good stopping point. Next time, we'll go ahead and start looking for the for Dakot's Island, and I do want to talk to him about him a little bit more once I get to that part of the Let's Play. Well, that said, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.